right, we've acquired mages, which is literally what I was sent to Redcliffe to do. So that all happened. There was the whole dark future thing. Oh, that was terrifying. That was utterly terrifying. Almost, actually, probably more terrifying than the breach, if I'm being honest. So I think what my plan is, I'm gonna run over, say hi to a few people, make sure everyone's actually alive, because still not 100% sure that everybody made it out. And then it's time to go close that breach, right? Because we've got mages now.
Reports of fade rifts and demons keep coming. The people are terrified, and it's only getting worse.
That's not good.
The only thing that will calm their fears now is the hope that someone out there can save them. You have to be that someone. No one else has any power over the rifts.
I'll close the
Seal them.
rifts. Sure.
Your legend will spread, and Thedas will learn to trust the Inquisition.
I'll absolutely close the rifts. I don't necessarily want to become a legend or anything like that. Remember, I'm here to close rifts, seal the breach, and I've got a short to-do list after that, but I don't want to be a legend. But I watched you die for me, and I'm still, if I'm being honest, not over that.
In Redcliffe, you sacrificed yourself so that I could return here.
Of course I did. One small life in exchange for a second chance at history. I always loved a bargain.
It was still noble. It was still noble, Liliana. Don't dismiss that.
It was still a sacrifice, and still noble.
And I would do it again.
Why do you care so much about the mages, by the way?
Why do you want me to seek out the rebel mages? Why do you care?
I've known mages. Some of them were better people than me. And yet I'm free and they're not. It's not right.
That makes sense. If you had met mages before, and you can see that we are, in fact, people, that would all make sense. Do you have any updates?
Anything I should know?
Altegan has returned to Redcliffe Castle and resumed his duties as Lord. The people are returning, slowly but surely.
Good.
Unfortunately, our show of support for the mages has angered many.
Well, thank you. Carry on.
I'll leave you to your work.
Honestly, I'm not worrying about angering people. Whatever happens in that regard, I'm fine angering people if it means the mages are no longer slaves. Varric! You're alive! Okay. Whew. Not gonna lie. Still a little traumatized. Are you okay?
The Mage Rebellion joins the Inquisition. I've got to admit that's a twist I didn't see coming. One thing you saw in the future worries me.
One thing?
It was all bad.
Yeah.
But Red Lyrium and Ferelden, infecting people and growing out of them, that's bad.
That was terrifying.
Finding more of it really punches a hole in my Red Lyrium at the temple was a coincidence theory.
How fast does it spread? Do we know?
How long does it take for Red Lyrium to grow? How fast can it spread?
It took years to infect people in Kirkwall, but no one there was actually ingesting the stuff. This Elder One managed to take the worst thing I can think of and make it worse. That's an accomplishment.
Yeah, let's, we need to eliminate it. I'm not gonna lie. One of my to-do list things is to eliminate all Red Lyrium.
We can't leave a single piece of that lyrium out in the wild.
I'm with you on that. I've got people trying to find out where the red stuff came from.
Okay.
I think maybe we should make that a priority.
100% agreed.
But that's enough doom and gloom. You just won a big victory for the Inquisition. What are you going to do to celebrate?
I get to celebrate? Oh man, Varric, it doesn't feel like there's any kind of celebration, but honestly, I'd love to take 2 minutes to catch my breath.
I was planning to put my feet up, maybe grab a nap. You?
Whatever I do, it'll be as far from Cassandra as I can get.
Good idea.
Things should be calm around here for at least the next hour. Take a moment to enjoy it.
I'll try.
If the world's about to end, I'm sure the Seeker will let us know.
More than likely. More than likely. I just want to go see Dorian. Where did Dorian end up? I want to make sure that Dorian ended up somewhere safe. Sarah, you're here too.
Well, how much did you need?
Hi. Okay, you're also alive. Good.
Well, that's mages all over. So many rogues. I bet all of Ferelden lost their curtains.
It's good to
Probably.
see us all coming together
Just be
to
the other
serve
side of
Mages.
Haven. Just in case.
They're here to help us, though. Do you not like mages?
Do you have a problem with our new allies? With mages?
No problem with mages. You're fine, right?
Right.
My problem is magic. If mages sat on their hands, everything would be fine. I mean, yay, freedom. Great for them. Over there, away from me.
You do know that I don't necessarily need to sit on my hands to not be able to do magic, right? Right? Like, it doesn't necessarily come out of my... Never mind. Never mind. I'll see you later.
I'll be back if I need you.
Go on.
Okay. I'm glad you're alive and not covered in red lyrium. Okay. That happened. Wait, did I just see a book in there? Hold on. Did I never see that before? What is this? Oh, cool. A Tale of the Frostbacks. All right, well, maybe I'll read that later. And then, is that a notice? When did we get a notice up there? The Singing Maiden. Have you ever heard the story of King Bedwyr? This is another... Why does somebody have a story about a singing maiden pinned to the tavern? Okay, I mean, that's fine. What do we got up here? Who? Solas, hi! Hi, okay, you two are alive. Fantastic.
So we have gained the mages.
Yes.
Excellent. They should be able to seal the breach. You are certain you experienced time travel. Could it have been an illusion? A trick of the Fade?
Really, Solas? Really? Really? I'm not some inexperienced noob at magic or anything like that. I'm a mage. Full blown. Know what I'm talking about.
I've been to the Fade before. I'd know it.
Point taken. What an amazing gift.
Nope, not at all.
It is vital the Inquisition succeed to avoid the future you witness.
I would not call that amazing. That was horrifying, and I'm never gonna be able to forget any of that. And honestly, I don't know how to move on. I'm gonna figure it out, but oh, Solas, that was something. I mean, yes, a gift, I guess, in the sense that we now know what could potentially happen, but in every other sense, Solas, that was not a gift.
So many were dead. More had been corrupted. Knowing what will happen if we fail.
I suggest we not fail. Speaking of which, you should ready yourself.
I know.
4.
This Elder One. You have now interfered with his plans twice. Once at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, and now again at Redcliffe. A being who aspires to godhood is unlikely to ignore such an affront.
Yeah. That also does not fill me with glad tidings. You just are a barrel of great news today. Dorian, is that you? Dorian, hi. Hi, how are you?
The Inquisition supports free mages. What's next? Elves running Hallamsharal? Cows milking farmers?
That'd be a feat, huh? I'll think of something, though. Don't you worry. I'm always willing to surprise people.
Give me time. I'm sure I'll surprise you.
I suspect that's untrue. Unless you strip yourself naked and allow the Chantry to flog you into repentance.
That's an option?
Now that would surprise me.
Would it, though, now that you know about it?
I do wonder if you've considered what this support of yours will do. For mages in general, I mean. The Inquisition is seen as an authority. You've given Southern mages license to, well, be like mages back home.
I don't think I've necessarily given them a license to be like mages in Tevinter. I've given them a license to have control over their own life. That's all I've done. I've literally just said, you are in control of yourself. There are consequences to those actions still. So if a mage turns into an abomination or starts summoning demons, they're going to have to be dealt with. But otherwise, if you're just a normal mage who doesn't necessarily want to take over the world or summon demons for giggles or anything like that, then there's no reason why they can't just live peacefully, right? So I wouldn't necessarily say like mages in Tevinter, unless that's what mages in Tevinter are like, but you know. So I doubt that.
I don't believe that.
It's true. The conditions here are different. Southern mages aren't used to ruling.
They're not
Thing
ruling
is,
right now.
The Imperium was once just like the South. Templars, proper circles, all that rot. Then it changed. By inches.
Huh.
Not that this is reason to oppress us. Still, my homeland should be a cautionary tale, not a source of inspiration.
Oh, completely agree. I don't think that we should take inspiration from Tevinter. That's not at all what I was suggesting or actually trying to do. But Cautionary tale, 100%. Have you seen Alexius out of curiosity?
Have you gone to see Alexius yet? He's in the cells.
Not yet, no. I saw him before they locked him up. He looked despondent, broken. Not the man I remember, nor the one I want to.
Fair.
I suppose the Inquisition will judge him eventually. I wonder if there's any chance they'll show him mercy.
Does he deserve
He hardly
mercy?
deserves it, but for Felix's sake. I can't help hoping there's something left of the man I once knew.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, you knew him far better than the rest of us, so I can see you wanting some kind of mercy. I can't promise that whoever ends up judging him will actually give it, but I mean, hopefully Dorian will be able to say his piece and support if that's what you really want to do. Okay. I want to go make sure Bull's okay, and then
The veil holds no uncertainty for her.
Okay,
She
sir.
will know no fear of death.
You know, not gonna miss
Shall
that.
be her beacon. The Maker has revealed to me.
Bull!
As there is but one
Bull, you're
God,
okay.
one
You're
life,
here, and you're not covered in red lyrium.
there is but one
So,
God.
that Tevinter guy sent you into the future?
Uh-huh. I know. It was weird, right?
Every time I think I understand magic, the rules change.
And you're a mage, so that's saying something.
Exactly.
Anyway, I hope our new friends have what it takes to close the breach.
Same.
Damn thing gives me a headache just looking at it.
It hurts my hand, too. Let's not forget that. It doesn't actually feel nice to have this mark on my hand. So I'm totally good if we get rid of it. And sooner rather than later. Cassandra! Hi, can I talk to you for a minute? What is going on here? Can I interrupt this?
And what are we supposed to do, exactly?
What you always do. Complain.
We've already spoken with Commander Cullen. No one listens. We want better quarters. We want the Templars kept at a distance. And some respect for...
This is not the Circle. You mages are our allies, not our wards. Act like it.
How are we supposed to...
Deal with it.
Well, glad I interrupted that. That sounded annoying.
It never ends. Evidently.
Right? Isn't that the truth?
You don't need to tell me that.
I just don't know who told them I'm the one to yell at.
Is it that bad?
The mages are here as equals. They need to get used to what that means.
Agreed.
It is your doing, after all. You created this alliance.
Me? You're blaming me? I did my best. Honestly, I did my best.
I had to think on my feet, and I did what I could.
Oh. I do sound like I'm blaming you, don't I?
Just a little.
I don't disapprove. In fact, you did well.
Really?
You made a decision when it needed to be made.
Thank you.
And here we are. I wish I could say this was my doing.
I mean, I am pretty clever, aren't I?
I am rather clever, aren't I?
Close the breach. Then I'll agree with you.
Don't worry, I am going to close the breach. And then you'll have to agree with me, Cassandra. Is that you, Cullen? We haven't talked in a minute. How you doing, Cullen? Do you want to say hi, or are you still angry at me over the whole mages are our allies thing?
The mages are ready to approach the breach. I pray this will be enough to close it.
Do you and I have a problem right now, out of curiosity, or are we okay?
You weren't happy with how I brought in the mages. Do you have a problem with me as well?
Of course not.
Okay.
I have no intention of endangering your alliance, but I must ensure the safety of those here.
I support that.
That concern extends to the mages. They are putting themselves at risk for the Inquisition, as are you. Any precautions taken are meant to aid you, nothing more. I hope you will accept them as such.
That 100%. I get it. You've seen a lot. I've seen a lot. We both are from different sides of this seeing a lot business. So if there are precautions that you think that we need to take to keep everybody safe, I'm all for that. That's fine. Just thank you for not endangering this alliance, because it is, oh boy, there is, it's very, very, very precarious at this point. Is there anything I should know?
Is there anything I should know?
I'm glad to have the Chargers on our side. Bull's men are professionals.
Yes, they are.
Despite evidence to the contrary.
That's all. Thank you, Cullen.
That's all for now.
Should you require anything, I'll be here.
Awesome. Thank you, Cullen. All right. I'm starting to feel better about all this. I'm almost reassured that everybody isn't sucked into some alternate timeline future thing and covered in red lyrium. Blackwall, are you okay?
I've heard rumors of abandoned warden camps all over these parts.
Okay.
If we have time, I'd like to take a look. See if there's anything we can salvage.
Sure. Yeah. We'll talk later.
Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit.
Also, wait. Did you want to talk to me about the future? Present, past thing?
There was never going to be an
easy
answer to the Mage dilemma.
Nope.
What you did for the Mages took courage. You gave them a chance. Everyone deserves one.
Agreed. Thank you. Okay, so you're fine. You're not covered in red lyrium business. So I guess now it's time to head to the Chantry. I can quickly check in with Josephine and I guess say hi to Viv. Ian. Right, she doesn't like it when I call her Viv. She wants to be called Vivienne, as I was told the other night. So I'm gonna go do that. Vivienne, hi, you survived. Did you want to talk to me at all?
If Fiona and her malcontents
I
are
guess you
joining us
did.
as allies, we need to be prepared. Abominations are inevitable.
Not true.
Cullen doesn't have enough Templars to handle incidents. Some of the rank and file need to be trained.
Nope. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We offered an alliance to the mages, and that's what we're gonna stick to. They don't... No. Absolutely not.
These mages joined us freely. We don't need Templars to contain them.
My dear, I don't think you've grasped the magnitude of the situation.
No, you haven't,
The
Vivienne.
veil is broken, and the raw power of the Fade rushes out like floodwaters through a shattered levee. You know as well as I do that mages attract demons where the veil is thin. And if demons can walk our world with no blood magic to summon them, how safe do you think our allies are? There has never been a greater threat to mages than the breach. Until it is closed, no one is safe.
Nope, disagree with you. 100% disagree with you. You know what's gonna send all of these mages into a tizzy and make them become abominations and start summoning demons and practicing blood magic? Bringing more Templars in. This is what they got away from. Everything started because they were done being babysat, because they wanted to live their life and be free. I want to live my life and be free. I don't want Templars floating around, and none of the rest of them do. What we have for Templars is fine. We're keeping a close eye on everything. I've already talked to Cullen, and Cullen's putting his own precautions into place. And honestly, Vivienne, I trust him a whole heck of a lot more than I trust you, because there is something. There is something. And all I'm going to say is no. Mages are going to be free. We are not training any, what did you call them? Rank and file? No, that is not happening.
You have a low opinion of your fellow mages.
It's not a matter of opinion, my dear. I have a close relationship with reality.
Do you really, though?
Many of our colleagues do not. Magic is dangerous, just as fire is dangerous. Anyone who forgets this truth gets burned.
I agree. Magic is dangerous. Fire is dangerous. That totally agree with, but then you take it to this whole other extreme, and Templars aren't the solution to that problem.
You're right, but Templars are a poor solution.
They are men, and all men are flawed. That some fail does not mean that none should try. The fact remains that there is no cure for an abomination except death. Someone must strike the killing blow. Who shall lower the blade if not a Templar?
One of us.
Tell me something. As you will no doubt have a hand in shaping it, what future do you see for mages?
First of all, it shouldn't be up to Templars to police our own. If one of our own turns into an abomination, it's up to us to handle it, not them. We've put such a responsibility on Templars that's not fair, and turn the rest of us into just weak mages, and we should be stronger than that. We should be strong enough that if one of our own turns into an abomination, we handle it, because that's what we're here. Like, no. I hate that philosophy, Vivienne, of that's what Templars are here for. That's what causes so many problems. And what do I see for the future of mages? They should be free, 100%.
Mages should be treated like anybody else.
You are not the first to forget that the walls of our towers kept the wolves out as much as they kept us in. We hate the Templars when they stand over us in judgment, but we thank them with all our hearts when they keep the mob at bay. It's something to consider, my dear.
The only reason they're even needed to keep the mobs at bay is because everybody thinks that we're just these big, scary, dangerous people, when, in fact, I want to say the vast majority of mages are just peaceful and can barely do anything. And if they were properly trained and then sent out and allowed to live their life, things would be different. Ah, Vivienne. Oh, you remind me so much of all the other people at the Circle. I just can't. Nope.
The Inquisition appreciates your assistance in this matter, Lady Corbin.
Am I interrupting,
And my
Josephine?
miners appreciate your business. You'll have your lyrium by the end of the week. I
Lyrium?
should tell you, Ambassador, the Chantry raised some fuss when they learned about our arrangement.
The Inquisition must certainly seem an audacious idea to the Grand Clerics. We hope to convince them it is a necessary one as well.
Is it okay if I interrupt quickly?
I'll take my leave. Good day.
Who is she, Ambassador?
A merchant. I thought we should reach out to the dwarves to secure lyrium for the Inquisition's mages.
Oh, that's a really good idea.
According to Lady Corbin, it raised the ire of the Chantry.
Oh, well.
How?
Access to lyrium makes us rather more formidable than anticipated. We're becoming a challenge. Sadly, the remaining Grand Clerics appear to be consolidating the Chantry's power instead of comforting the masses.
Ah, well, the Chantry's incompetent. What are you gonna do? It's been this way for years, though. Like, is this a surprise to anybody?
Mage circles started falling years ago. The Chantry was troubled even before the Divine's murder.
Yet many people continue to bear it great love. We will not benefit from its decline.
Are you sure?
Little but the Chantry ties Orlais, Nevara, Ferelden, Antiva, and even Rivain to a common cause.
Has the Chantry truly promoted such peace?
Andraste's chant is familiar across kingdoms, a source of many shared customs. That is the crucial point. Common ground is the start of all negotiations.
I can see the importance of that, 100%.
I suppose a shared faith can be useful when talking with strangers.
Precisely. And these similar interests are merely where we begin. We must learn to think beyond our own wants to secure peace in Thedas.
That's a very, very tall order, Josephine. But if anybody can pull off peace in Thedas, I'm convinced it's you.
The Inquisition will have plenty of time for that between finding the Divine's murderer and sealing the breach.
Busy as we are, I do have a question for you, if you've a moment.
What's up?
The remaining Grand Clerics sent a missive inquiring about the events at the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
Okay.
They demand to know whether the Inquisition officially claims that Andraste saved you from the breach.
No, that didn't happen.
If it were up to you, how would you reply?
This again, that... I don't claim to be holy by any stretch of the imagination. Not the Herald. Andraste didn't save me. None of that. I'm just me. Just Riley. That's it.
I'd tell the Chantry I was saved by circumstance, not divine intervention.
Yet as rumors your Andraste's herald grow, the Grand Clerics may not believe such a humble
Not
reply.
the Herald.
A difficult situation, and I thank you for your answer. A good day to you.
I thank you for talking. All right, thank you for chatting, Josephine. Oh, here, let me see if I have any research.
We can use that.
Good. Take it. It's all yours. All right, Josephine, as a heads up, I'm going to go talk to them about closing the breach. So, you know, gonna go handle that. All right, this is it. Time to go in, talk with everybody, and go close the breach. Because this might be it. I might be somewhat free after this. I mean, maybe a little bit more free than I am right now. So I'm gonna go in hoping for the best. Yeah. Gonna think positive. Gonna go in hoping for the best. You guys ready for this?
Mages!
Focus past the Herald. Let her will draw from you.
You did it. Solas confirms the heavens are scarred but calm. The breach is sealed.
Okay.
We've reports of lingering rifts, and many questions remain. But this was a victory.
Wow.
Word of your heroism has spread.
It's really closed? It's done. We did this? I mean, we all did this. And it's done. Okay, so what? We just have a few more rifts to close up and then we're good? Kind of thing? Because, yeah, wow. Okay, really?
You know how many were involved. Luck put me at the center.
A strange kind of luck.
That's for sure.
I'm not sure if we need more or less.
Probably less.
But you're right. This was a victory of Alliance. One of the few in recent memory. With the breach closed, that Alliance will need new focus.
Cassandra, do you hear that?
Forces approaching! To arms!
What? Cullen, don't. Cullen.
What the?
I don't know.
We must get to the gates.
Of course this would happen.